Hello everyone, this is Sujata Bhattacharya and today we are going to teach you about tenses. So, we are going to talk about tenses. Here, when we say tense or tenses, it is actually nothing but the ability of verbs to situate themselves in time as described in the diagram. Verb and then its time. So, what do we have? We have verbs and then we have time in three times actually. That is now, as I'm writing it, then comes then and later. So that makes it three parts. As we describe it, it becomes present, past, and future. So we have three types of tenses, that is present tense, past tense, and future tense. Now we are going to dive deep into tenses, which starts like this. There are three parts of tenses as we have discussed earlier: present tense, past tense, and future tense. So I am going to give you a short introduction to when to use each of the tenses, and I am also going to share an example what the tense look like in a sentence. So as we know, the first group is present tense. For today's lesson, I have organized it into three categories. That is, as I have written, present tense, past tense, and future tense. So first, we are going to begin with the present tense. Under present tense, we have seen that in each of the categories, there are four different tenses. First one is simple present tense. Simple present tense, if I have to give you a definition, which means that it states general facts and habits. So you must be wondering what are general facts and what are habits. Let's just take some example and go ahead. For example, if I write, I live in India. Student, remember that this is not leave. This is live. L-I-V-E. When I say I live in India, I'm basically stating the fact that I am a permanent resident or a citizen of India, which is a fact. Let's take the second example. The sun rises in the east. So it is basically a fact too. So it falls under the category of simple present tense as stated above. Also, there's another example which is I usually work on Saturdays. Okay. I basically work on all the days of the week, but here I prefer to write I work on Saturdays, which is a habit. Let's go to the other example, that is the fourth example, which says India is producing huge quantity of rice. So the correct statement would be, as I would love to give away the answer and also would like to hear it from you, it would be India produces huge quantities of rice. So this is an action or a statement which specifies or stresses on the verb. Then comes present continuous or progressive tense. So it means the same. Continuous or progressive, more or less, it means the same. So if I have to define it for you, what is present continuous tense or present progressive tense? It means that an action which is continuous. So, which means that the actions which are happening now, or like in physical actions. An example of this, of present continuous tense, which I would like to state right now, would be I am teaching, I am speaking, you are working, they all are writing. Something which is happening right now at present is a present continuous tense, or a statement which states your present state of action falls under the category of present continuous tense. There would be another example which I would love to give you. The world is getting warmer. You can add certain statement at the end which goes like this: due to global warming, the world is getting warmer. So here this action is in a continuous tense.
So, the third to the category comes in the form of present perfect tense. When I say present perfect tense, children, don't be petrified of it, because if you have the correct formulation, you will be able to do it in a simplified way. So, the general definition is something which shows or implies general life experiences or lack thereof. When I say lack thereof, it means you do not have real life experiences, or you do not acquire or you do not gain any life experiences at all. So, the next statement or the example which we are going to say right now is he has never been to America. Now, the country America is also called US, USA, but we'll stick to America. It is a negative statement, as you have seen the word never into it. Okay, and the second statement which I am going to write right now is Ayan has eaten when it was raining. The statement goes like this: Ayan has eaten when it was raining. Now children, you have to keep one thing in mind, that something which you have done in the past and the point of time is not specified in the statement should be under the category of present perfect tense. Let me write it down for you. As I'm writing, you can check. Something you did in the past but not at a specific point of time. Now, after this, here comes an important thing which you have to keep it in mind. This important thing is basically a formulation of everything which you have been taught in the present perfect tense. This one, if you keep in mind, it will help you in the long run and also to frame sentences. We are about to end, or we are about to be towards the end of the present tense. So this one you really have to keep it in mind. What do I say? I say, remember, we need to attach has or have before a past participle, I wanted to write verb, form. This will be quite helpful for you. After this comes the fourth category. The fourth category says it is present perfect continuous tense. Remember, C-O-N-T-I-N-U-O-U-S, continuous tense. Here, the tense is defined as, or it refers to an action that we started, you started, somebody started at that started in the past, and the action or it continued to the present, which means that some action, some physical action which we started doing in the past and it has been continued till the present, but when we started, it's not important. We need to keep it in mind that in order to frame a sentence with present perfect continuous tense, we need to use words like for, since and ago. So an example to go with it would have been like this. For example, if I write a statement which says that pronounces in such a way, it's not I have, I've been studying DYING English for 2 years. You can change the numbers to 3 years. Numerically, it is possible to change it. Now see, this is what? This is an abbreviated, or you can say the reduced form of I have, which we can often use in order to frame or to make a statement. Then let me go to for. I have used the word for in this in order to show a link of time. For has been used in the statement in order to show how they are linked. Okay, I can frame the same sentence with another word, or I can replace the word for with another word which is since. So let me write it all over again for you. I've been studying English since 2012 or 2012. Now let me underline it and tell you why have I used since. When we use since in order to show a specific point of time.